right, Coach. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Indianapolis Colts. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
He's coming. We got double up. You go tight. You got tight right there. Alert flare. Check 4. 40. Right. Check 49.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Win the rep. Let's go, right here. 552.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got some space here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yeah.
backside guys,
Nah.
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 17-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's get off the field, D. Go.
Bravo.
51, Mike, 51.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
51, Mike. Mike, 51.
Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Hey, check.
They'll try the air now with Locke. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Breon Body Calhoun, a sack coming off the corner blitz.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Here we go.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
Out of the gun, Luck. Escaping the pressure right. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Check out. 390.
In your face.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down and goal. Luck. It's complete. It's Miller. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Throwing is Locke. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Watch twitch. Watch the twitch.
Hey.
He's coming in. Hey.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 17-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Ready? 18 Gator. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Operating from the gun. Ackerman, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
First down.
Let's go.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. This is Jones. And he's got room. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
I got you. I got you.
Luck now to throw. That'll be caught by Jordan Leggett, his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Strong right. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Check. Lucky. Quo.
Here's Locke. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Bring it. Bang. Showing it.
Quo.
Mike 51.
Hey, high 7.
Hey, watch the ball. 51's Mike.
From the 24, Luck. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now it's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Gallup, 30 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Here's Locke, and that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. David Johnson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Got it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
Guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, A 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Ackerman. Yeah, he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Take right. You got 3 down, 3 down. Hey, dude.
To throw on 3rd down. Ackerman. And that will be incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Watch the pass.
On 1st down, Luck. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on 2nd down, Luck. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Luck. And an alley to run. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
12.
On 1st and 10, Luck. Flush to his right. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Scott Miller. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
11.
Hey, Charlie.
Now Luck. Going deep this time for Miller. And that's caught inside the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And the kick by Elliott is good. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
On the ready.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Defense, let's go.
Shoot! Watch the shoot!
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Hey, wahoo!
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Watch the backer, watch the backer.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready up.
Watch top. Tight end right. Hey. 4 down.
Check 37! Check 37!
Now. Smooth. Ready.
To throw on 2nd down, Ackerman, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
You got 4.
Operating from the gun, Ackerman. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they try to sweep to Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Aaron Jones, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 14-10.
Makes the score Rams 14, Colts 10. Matt Prater is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Check your hot read. He's moving, boys, he's moving.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Play.
And they give this time to the tailback. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Kill, turn up. Sponge. No. Slam.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Tight end right. 4 down.
Come on. Spud.
51 to Mike, boy. 51. Ricky.
Mike 51. Ain't no such thing as...
Love. He's going to find Gallup here, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Strong right.
Motion, I got one. Check.
Go ahead.
Switch.
On.
3rd and 2, Locke. And that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Locke. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Come on here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. 61. Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ackerman. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster. Complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Rams.
Set, ready? 90, Wolf.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Switch.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Echo.
Mike, 47.
Throwing on 1st down. Ackerman caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Ackerman. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
To Juju Smith-Schuster. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 26-yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A give to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Break. 47. Check, 47. Hey, check. Check 31, check 31.
Protein spill.
Back to throw. Ackerman. And he's got Lockett. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Let's go.
On the set.
47, check my 47.
That's what I do.
80 weapons. Ready.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Ready.
Got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Fire.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6, and now 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. They begin the drive with Johnson. He's got a first down past the 30. A big run there by Johnson. 61 yards that time on the ground. So that effort there gets them into field goal range, but a field goal does them no good here. They need a touchdown to win this ball game.
And that's exactly what the defensive coordinator is thinking right now. Yes, they gave up a big run. Now there's hope for the offense, but they still have to score a touchdown to beat them. He's going to dial up something right now to protect his goal line.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Carl Lawson in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Got him in. It's Brown. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here.
Pull it together.
Hey, Mike 51. Go. Coming this way. Here we go.
They'll look to throw. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Come on, boy, 47.
Check it, go.
Back to throw. Hurts over the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Down. 10 Lobo. Hey, Haywood.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's get this ball back for the offense, let's go.
Hey, Orbit.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Get the ball.
Get it.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long